Okay, let's see, are we live? Let's hope it stays on screen one. It's coming up as a black screen. Why is it coming up as a black screen? Ah, there we go. Okay, let's refresh that one. And that one's live. Okay, let's refresh. There we go, mute myself. Okay, hello everyone and welcome back to my desktop at the moment. Basically, the reason why I'm starting with my desktop is so that we can get the offline version on, and then go from the offline version straight to the online version. Now, the reason why I want to do the offline version first is because there were quite a lot of problems with the offline version, and those problems, we're hoping that they are finally all solved. But there is a new way of getting into the game. As we suspected, or basically as I suspected initially, and then it became we, everyone was constantly hitting the reset button, and that was causing the major issues with a lot of the problems in the offline version. So I wanted to go through the offline version, then to self-hosting, which is something I still haven't completely done yet. So that will be a first for myself. And then we're going to go to the multiplayer MMO PVPVE server. The reason why I'm doing it in these stages is so that one, offline is quite quick, although I do want to do a full test on it. And then let's see if some of the issues may or may not happen, because we've been hearing from people just before the update went live that people's buildings are still, were still being shot into the sky up to about 1.2 kilometers straight into the sky, which was a bit ridiculous, and I have no idea how that initially happened. So the other issue is, if you've got your account associated with the devs at all, we just weren't able to reproduce that issue at all. But because I suspected it might be something linked to the reset button, I did the reset and I went straight in, did a relog, and it completely corrupted my game. So I did a restart, went out of it, went back in, did a restart, wait 10 minutes, then went back into the game, did the relog, and the whole thing was fine. So I think my reasoning for the whole issue being restart related, basically, was finally shown to the devs that that may have been it. And because of that, we were able to, let's say, change it. The programmers were able to change it so that that didn't happen again, because apparently the reset button was actually creating a lot more bugs than anything else before. So that's now been completely changed. So let's quickly dive straight in. And what I'll also do is I'll show you guys both ways of doing it. Okay. So let's quickly grab my Steam one. And I want to make sure that these ones are overlapping. Okay, so looking at PC Steam, you can just hit play, and if you've got everything set to default, you have not done this button here, you'll see this option here where you've got play Stars End or play offline no internet. Offline no internet is basically the offline version. Play Stars End is basically the self-hosting, the dedicated servers, and so on. That's basically what that version is. If you don't get this box, then what you do is you right-click on here, you can also, if you're, let's say, in the home screen and you've got, let's say, the window up, you can also right-click there and then just do properties. Then you'll have the general one come up, and it comes up saying launch options. If it doesn't come up with that menu, then it basically you haven't got it set to ask when starting the game. So what you can do is you could do ask. You could have it so that it only goes for the online version, or that it only goes for the offline version. Personally, I like to have it set for ask, because then that way I can basically watch it when launch whichever version I choose to launch at that time, as well as test at that time. So that's basically the way to get that one up. Updates I've always got set for those basically pause, so that if I'm playing something else, updates don't go through it and they cause whatever I'm playing to slow down. Local files, well, that's just normal. Apparently we're using 5.98 gig, when actually comparing it to the actual, all of the files total, that's just a drop in the bucket. I mean, quite literally a drop in a bucket, because the whole game is massive. I don't do controllers, but apparently I've got everything listed as default. Okay, so I'm just going to move this straight back to the other screen. And we're going to start with the offline version. And I'm going to get these ones back on top of each other so I can actually see what's going on chat-wise. So we're going to start with the offline version. And we're going to start a new game, and straight away when we start a new game, you'll see one of the changes that the devs have made. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so always hit the OK. And then we've got offline. Click that one, and please wait. It may take a while because I have not gone into the game for a little while. I've got so much running in the background. We no longer have that reset screen. Now the only problem is that we don't have the option to set it for high animals and low low loot. So basically, if we go to server details, it's basically set for default. Low loot, low wildlife. The bounty is set for 300. Of course, this bounty, that's not basically it. It's not really needed anymore because it's solo. So might want to remove that piece. PvP chance, might as well remove that too. But that said, let's hit go back. Oh, sorry, wrong go back. I didn't even mean to do that. Okay. So I just have to wait for us to go back in here. Okay. Apparently I didn't have to hit go back. I should have hit carrot instead. Okay, so 2005. There we go. And then we're going to create.
They had some fool notion we'd be digging out precious minerals for them when they sent us here. Well, no, sir.
Hit escape. There we go. Takes a little while to acknowledge it, apparently. I guess what I could do is I could bring up the the spreadsheet again so that we know exactly the amount of bits and pieces that we need in order to get through the tutorial quickly. But we can just play it by ear. I think we only need just a set of lumber and a little bit of concrete and bits and pieces, so we can just go straight through it. I have made all the changes that I said last time, and those changes were made in the previous, let's say, unofficial update. So they should still be in this one. I also corrected some of the issues that we had in the last one, so that they've all been, they should all be working now. Unfortunately, we still can't make bacon yet until we can get the pork in the game.
Compression initialized. Assessing vitals. Cryo subject status is alive. Cryo decompression complete. Please remain calm. An officer will be with you momentarily.
Okay. So it's very bright when you're in that thing, but it's very dark when you're coming out. So that's a bit of a weird one, but never mind. Okay, so let's do a teeny weeny bit of looting. We're going to skip the start of it. So we're going to drop that one. We're just going to go straight down to the planet. Okay, got one additional bottle. That's very nice. Just gonna have a little bit of a look, see what's in the general vicinity. Then we're just going to drop straight down. What's hopes? Don't really need those. All I'm doing is shift to sprint a little bit, or to run a little bit. If I were to use the left control button, we'd go a lot faster, of course. But that's when our stamina bar goes down a lot quicker as well. Okay, so let's drop down to the planet. I still don't like that sound effect.
In 5 seconds. Atmospheric entry countdown initiated. Please remain seated. We will soon be arriving at our destination.
Okay, apparently I might have to go through Task Manager and turn a couple of things off. So YouTube is complaining about the bitrate again.
We have arrived.
Okay.
We hope you've enjoyed your ride with the
Let's close these.
Reverie network.
I'll check them all out later. There we go. Yeah, you've got more messages from Universal. Brilliant. Okay. Let's close these ones down for the moment. Oops. No, I didn't want to save that. Ah! Get off my freaking screen one. Don't save. I want to. Every time I close down my monitors, it always moves everything to screen one. It's so irritating. Okay, close that. I can be closed now. Okay, hopefully that should help with the bitrate and everything else. Okay. So let's go with that. Let's also go to third person view, which helps when you're looting, but does not help when you're building. Which is one of those issues that I had in Conan the Exiles recently. So I finally got all 60 levels unlocked under Conan the Exiles. Took a freaking long time. Okay, and the creatures in this area, looks like maybe not. Okay, so let's get a pickaxe going and a bow and bits and pieces. Let's move that down. So pickaxe, axe, satchel. Oh, actually, not the axe yet. Damn it, did I just... Okay, so I want the pickaxe, and then I want the bow. I want to do everything in order initially. So, off the pickaxe. Ooh, I've got it in stereo all of a sudden. Okay, that one, that one, that one. Okay, let's find some more plant fibers and sticks. Let's also get some of this concrete going. Okay, now you can run again. It would be nice to have a grazer right now, but unfortunately that's something that you have to work towards. There is something weird going on with the animation, and I still have to pull that up with the devs. As in, when we do that downstroke, both our feet come off the ground. And let's face it, you don't really want to do that with a pickaxe. Those things are freaking heavy. Oop. Looks like the axe has got a new model. Or I just never realised that before, that it's got a rubber handle. Or it was always hidden in our clothing, that could be it too. Can't remember how many stones we needed. Let's see how far we are currently. 29 stones. I think we've got more than enough stone. So let's get this last rock done. And we do need to get some scrap metal as well. And we need to get some sticks. And quite a bit more plant fiber. What we could do is we could also drop the player guidance, because let's face it, we're going to go through all those motions anyway. So let's drop that one. Are we there yet? Oh, we are there. I was not paying attention. Okay, so we've got 23 scrap. I think we needed somewhere close to 60. Can't be 100% sure without my spreadsheet. So let's go a little bit more scrap metal. Let's also grab this fiber over here. Oop. Of course, the cactus doesn't give you fiber, but it does give you something else that you may want to grab. Because the cacti can be turned into something very useful, but we've only got one, and you require at least two. There's the, there it is, okay. Okay, how far are we? I wasn't really paying attention to that one. Okay, I think we've still got one slither. There we go, that's it. Oops. One shot additional for safeties. Okay, let's get this plant fiber. The nicety about these bushes, not only do we get the plant fiber that we need, but we also get some of the sticks that we need. And I see some more cacti, so let's quickly grab those. I'll also show you guys why I say go for the cacti every time we see them. It's similar to go for the salt every time we find the salt. It might not be worth very much to the traders, but it's definitely worth quite a bit for yourself. Okay, so we have 3 cacti. Ideally, we'd probably want to make 4, but let's convert all that into scrap cloth. Let's just do the one for the moment. We only need, well, we don't actually have to do the arrows anymore, but because we could come across some bugs, actually second thoughts, let's do the 2. Let's get the saw going now as well. We will have to go to component for that one. So it requires 2 cacti to create one of these, or actually to create 2 of these, because I think I gave it the output of 2. So we'll do one of those as well. If we can find one more cactus, we can do a secondary one. Let's go back to survival. What we may also want to do is create a makeshift compass, so we know north, south, and everything else. That's why one of the reasons why if somebody says they're at north side of the Clayton, they're not really at the north side of the Clayton because they're not using a compass. They're just going by what looks like it may be north. It usually winds up being either east or west. Okay, so how much scrap do we have? 43. I think we just need the 1 more scrap hole's worth. Let's see, did we do this one? No. Good, let's do this one. And then we can move on to the next part. So I want to make sure that we don't wind up with a building that goes straight up into the sky. That's primarily the main reason why I'm just going through the motions on the offline version. before we try self-hosting, and then we go into the multiplayer MMO. Okay, so there's a couple more over here. Let's quickly grab these. Okay, so next up we want some sticks and some wood. We also want to see if there's any water nearby. There's some water over there. There's a bug over there. Okay, great. Okay, that's a tower. Mines over there. Refineries over there. So we probably want to be heading in that direction. No, there's more bugs than anything else. The bugs that I'm talking about are the trawlers. I hate those things. They're the only creature. Well, one of the only creatures that you can't use hand-to-hand combat against, and you have to waste the arrows. Oop! There's the cactus. Nice. Okay, so let's craft up a second one of those. There we go. That should give us a total of 4. Yep, there we go. Okay, so what you want to do is create this medicated bandage, because that basically heals up to, I think it's a good 50% of your health if you're injured. So let's go for, let's say, 4 of those. But these only do a very small fraction, and the scrap cloth will only help you if you're bleeding. It'll basically stop the bleeding. There you go, now we've got those. We can make 2 of those. And let's start heading towards the refinery area. Or actually, let's start heading towards the mine area over there. We will eventually need to get another water bottle. And actually, is there any salt around here? There is some salt over there. Let's head in that direction. Let's sprint it with the control key. I've got something in my left eye. That's so typical. Oh. Thought I couldn't hear him running anymore. Okay. Trying to get that eyelash out of my eye. Okay. Let's grab that one and let our character rest a little bit. What do we have over there? Is that a bear? That is a bear. Very nice. We'll have him. Okay. Hello, Mr. Bear. I want to be in first person for this. Oh, ow. Okay. I was hoping that we were using our fists and not the pickaxe, because I didn't see the pickaxe in our hand. At least we're not bleeding. It did take a small chunk of our health. Nice to see that we're regenning. Okay, there we go. We've got 2 meat out of the sucker. Okay. So next up, let's quickly grab some wood. Oh, wrong one. Did I just hear a trawler? Hope not. I hate trawlers. Timber. Okay, I was about to say, where is the wood? Ideally, you want to basically be hitting up the really big trees instead of these small ones. The big trees give you a total of 6 of the big logs. and ideally you want to do all 6 of those logs. Okay. There we go. So that makes 2. Okay, 3. How many do we have? Total of 30. Let's craft about half those into. Actually, let's make. Let's go to the components again. So let's make a total of 10. That would give us a total of 20 timber. That should be more than enough for what we're going to need. Because we will need some logs as well, and I think that should be more than enough on the log front as well. So at the moment, I think 3 of the big logs is more than enough for what we actually require in the way of wood. So let's go with that. Let's grab some more sticks. Although we should be alright at the moment. We don't really have to do that. And we're not going to mine up that much in the way of materials over there. Oh, there's 2 salt piles. Let's go for this one, then that one, then go for the mine. 200 odd meters out. Okay, so let's once again empty our hands just in case we come across a boar or a bear. Okay, so that's not salt, that's actually sulfur. So if anyone wants to make any gunpowder or get some cash from one of the traders, there's that. Oops, I hit them by mistake. That only brings up the map of all the planets. I was going to go for that one. Okay, there it is. So that basically to bring up the spotter, i.e. this device over here, you basically hit the middle mouse button and it basically goes off like a sonar, letting you know what's in which location. Okay, so let's grab this salt. There we go. Okay, so the next stockpile is over there. There's another one over there. Okay, interesting. must be coming up for the butt end of Clayton. So I think that's the hub, which is just west of Clayton, I believe. There it is. Okay. Let's quickly grab this one, and then I will continue on within Clayton, get a little bit of loot, some drinks and bits and pieces, and then we'll make our way to we'll make our way to the mine. So all we need is a little bit of tarphite so that we can make the makeshift claim. Let's actually create a campfire while we're at it. We haven't found a lighter yet, so we may have to do that too. So let's do one of those. Let's do one of those. I think what I'll also do is I'll get one of those going as well, which means that we're going to need a little bit more wood. Unfortunately, basically there was an issue with the crates as well. I don't think that issue was in the offline solo, but I'm just going to quickly double check that too. So we're not going to need all of these at the moment, but we're definitely going to need at least 2 of them. Okay, so let's craft up some more planks. We also need to get one of these ones going. Oops. I like the whole thing. Hit 8. There we go. There we go. Okay, so let's have a little bit of a look around. See if we can find some goodies. Ooh, another bottle, very nice. Okay, let's go over here. That's weird, I could have sworn that there was another building here. Okay, it looks like somebody's had a little bit of a change of mind as to what's going to be here. Okay, so let's quickly use, place. Okay, still have that bug from Unity. Okay, apparently we need to go a little bit closer. Okay, let's quickly fill up those two. Let's also make some hearty stew. And also, once again, fill up, oops, these two. Oops, wrong one. There we go. Now what you may also want to do is grab a lot of fibre and make some fibre bread. Not only does it help with food, but as you can see, price is 60. So if you sell this one to the food stall or maybe even to that junk shop, if it takes it, you can get a fair bit of cash for the bread. Basically, I made it so that if you're selling medical supplies or food, you can actually earn quite a lot, and the more that's required to make that food, the more valuable that food is. So, for example, hearty stew is only worth 50. The meat stew is only worth 40. The reason why the meat stew is now cheaper than the hearty stew is because the hearty stew requires salt. The meat stew does not. So everything is now priced on all the prices and constantly going up. And with each stage that it increases in value, a little bit additional value is added to it, and that's basically how I balance the whole thing on that lot. I still haven't done it on the clothing, but I will be doing that shortly on there. Also, I've made it so that you can actually create cheese from milk that you can purchase from the junk shop. You can purchase milk, create cheese. You can use that cheese in other, let's say, food items, and the value of everything just goes up and up and up and up. So when it comes to selling it, you can actually make quite the tidy profit sometimes, depending on where you're selling it to. And a lot of things you can actually just make without having to buy the actual ingredients. So it's just how far are you willing to go in order to make that profit? So let's pick that one back up. Okay, so we are getting a little bit thirsty. I probably should have had a drink and then redo the whole water bit, but never mind. That will do for the moment. Okay, so we've got the option of either getting a horse and then going to the mine on horseback, or doing it on foot. I think we may actually want to just quickly grab a horse. So even though we turned the player guidance off, we're sort of still following the player guidance. We still have to follow those same steps. Okay, so there should be a horse right there, so let's grab it. There it is. Might as well grab the sticks as well. Okay, have to claim the horse. And there we go. We can rest and we can actually use the horse. Okay, so let's head to the Toughite mine. And the horse is about to run out of stamina. There we go. There's some more salt right there, but we're going to temporarily skip that one. Because we want to get this one done quickly, so that we can get on to the next stage of the live stream. Okay, so let's get 4 of these rocks, even though we probably only need about 2, because we're not really we don't really need the power cells, because we're not going to go into space, so we only need a handful of these rocks. Looking at that, 12 should be enough, I think. Let's get 1 additional rock just to be on the safe side. Of course, if we do have to go in space, it will only be because we have to chase after the building. And that's only if that bug happens. But, yeah. Okay, so let's head to the refinery next. Yeah, if you're playing the player guidance, you probably want 4 of the blue rocks. But because we're not following the guidance, we just want to get through it quickly to get to the building stage of the house. So that basically we have to have a makeshift claim in order to be able to place any building components down. It's just one of those necessary evils that we're going to have to do, i.e. mining up that stuff. The other thing with the bug that everyone was constantly having, I don't think that they've been using foundations. So what we're going to do is we're going to do it without putting a foundation first. Then we're going to do a relog. And if everything else is alright after that, we're going to exit the game. We're going to go back into the offline version, and then we're going to see if everything's been launched into space. And if it hasn't, well, you've seen it for yourselves. I was not able to reproduce, but hopefully also if everyone else follows it, they don't have the bug either, and that the bug's been fixed. Okay, so we want to turn all that into that. We turn all that into those. It's going to take a little while, I'm afraid. But what we can also do is test the noise with the boat, with the horse. Now, this was supposed to have been fixed, so if we stop crafting while we're on the horse, we should no longer hear the sound effect. Okay, apparently we're not hearing the sound effect even when we're crafting, and we're on the horseback. That's interesting. Okay, so where do we want to build? Let's build usual location behind Clayton. That's for Clayton. Or was it east of Clayton? I can't remember anymore without a compass. Oh, that's interesting. I should not be here. Should not be hearing a tree fall down currently because we're in offline, not an online solo. That's interesting. Okay. Okay. Now where's that? There it is. A bit further than I thought. Okay. Don't want to be that far away from Clayton. Let's go that little bit closer. Let's go roughly about here should do. Okay. So let's put down a claim. We don't have to make crews anymore. So we're not going to bother with the crew. But what we do need to do is place down a workbench. Oh no, we don't need the workbench for it. Interesting that it's only got half health at the moment. Let's pick that back up. Okay. Maybe it only had half health because we didn't put the claim down first. Survival. Makeshift claim, and unfortunately that text is still out of the box. Okay. So let's place that one down. Okay. Let's put down that one next. There we go, and that's got full health now. So if you place it down without a claim, it goes straight to half health. It starts degrading quite quickly. Interesting. Okay, let's also place this one down. And we can open it, so we definitely don't have that issue here. Let's go for crafting a house and a door. Build a door. It's now only planks. And build a house. Which is also now correct. Okay. So with that said, let's put down a house. Let's put the door in it. Let's put down... Oh. Did I make 2 doors by mistake? Oh, looks like it. Oops. Wait a minute. It's just a great door. Place. Okay, escape. Oh, okay. We didn't accidentally create 2 doors, even though we wanted just the 1 door, right? I'm going to have to go back over the footage later. Building. Door. 6 planks. Sorry, I just want to quickly check that guys. All the servers that were merging have now been merged. So you've got MMO PVPVE and MMO PvP. Don't have the online solo anymore, but you do have the offline solo. Yep, there's a lag spike on that. Okay. So let's quickly see what was going on there with the doors. I may have just not been taking any notice of how many I was crafting. Okay, so let's convert those into, no, I think, was it 6 wood for a door? I can't remember. No, if you had a character on a different server, so let's say if you had a character on server 2, or server 3 or server 5, I believe was solo, you'll have that character now on the MMO server. But if you had a character on the PvP server, you'll have that same character on the PvP server. All of your stuff will be in a pink, a neon pink terminal just in front of the junk shop of Clayton. But we're going to show that in a bit, a little bit later on in the live stream, where I will go from offline to self-hosting, and from self-hosting I'll be going to the MMO. That's the plan for today. But first I want to make sure that the shack does not shoot straight up into the sky. Okay, so let's remove this door. And let's drop the doors. Oops. Drop. Okay. So let's create components, wood, and so that should give us a total of 20 planks. Okay, so let's see what was going on there with the doors. Okay. It's supposed to be set for 1 only, unless you increase it, but looks like it's increased it by itself. Okay. So let's place that door. There we go. Open, close. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to do a relog, which is basically go to the main menu. And if anyone's wearing headphones like I am, I'm really sorry, but there is this audio bug where the audio goes to max volume. And can't seem to find out why it's doing that. Okay, so let's go back in. Okay, so far so good. So let's now exit the game and then go back into offline and then see if it's still there. Also, this list of games here is all the games that I will be playing over the next couple of weeks or months. Okay, so let's get Starzan back up. There we go. And I need to get that lot on the top again. Okay, and let's once again load the game. And let's hope that the shack is still on the ground and not 120 kilometers in the sky. There we go, and the shack is still down here. So as you can see, if the bug has been fixed, it's been fixed, but I've never been able to actually reproduce that bug. So I'm hoping for you guys that bug won't be there anymore. Okay, so let's have a little look at self-hosting. Although what I might do is, because Uncle Zaza asked about stuff on in the game, what I'll do is I'll also just quickly pop into the MMO so I can actually show you where it is. The only problem is I've got a bounty of level 5 on my head on the MMO, so we're gonna have a little bit of fun with the mech. Yeah, so I still have the 5-star bounty on my head, as you can see. Okay, so yeah, welcome to my little shack. Okay, so let's go to the junk shop down there. How many arrows do we have left? 55. How many sticks do we have? I don't have enough sticks. Oh, there you go. Now it actually tells you when you jump in. Okay, this shows I haven't gone on to the MMO since the update. Okay, let's grab some sticks before we actually head in there. Now, going this direction is probably a bad idea for myself because we're about to head into a PvP zone. Okay, we have 8 sticks. Well, at least we didn't get too close to the PvP zone. Wow. My cooling fans on my graphics cards are going at it again. It's this time of day in game, it just hits my graphics card something awful. The failure of going for a Red Devil card because somebody said that the Red Devil card was a good card. Yikes. Okay. Let's bring that back down. Gonna need those. So, do we actually have any bandages? Yeah, we've got 2 of the medicated ones. We've got 10 of the normal ones. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so let's unpack these. That way we can take out that mech. So you need roughly about 62 arrows to take out a mech. Although I haven't heard them say are the mechs actually on, or has somebody else already taken them out? Oh, they're invisible. That's not good. Okay, they're shooting through the building. That's not good either. Oh, they're shooting through the building. Okay, I might have to do a relog. Okay, that's a bit weird. Let's quickly do a relog and see if that cures that little issue. Relogging usually cures most issues. Okay, let's try that again. Okay. Still don't see any mechs. They're not in the sky. Who else is currently online? Oh, Peter is. Okay. Okay, so it looks like the MMO bit is coming up every time we log in. Okay, I'm gonna have to flag that up with everyone later on. Okay. I don't see the mechs. This is a bit weird. Oh. Okay, so this is basically where you'll be able to find yourself. Okay, I can hear him, but I can't see him. Weird. Okay, so if we go in there, this is everything that I had on the other servers. Where the hell are they? That's really weird. Oh, and they're still able to shoot me with. See, that's really strange. That should not be happening. And they should not be able to shoot through that. I bet you they're underground or something daft. That's okay, I'm going to have to type in one code. Unfortunately for you guys, you won't be able to use these codes, but let's quickly grab that up. Okay. Okay. Let's have a little look underground. Okay, I don't see him down here. Where the hell are they? Oh, there's one. So where's the one that's over here? I don't think that's the one that was shooting at us. I'm going to have to clip this later and show them. Okay, let's get back up to the surface. Oh, there's a trawler. Okay. Okay. So is that mech still over there, or... No, it definitely wasn't that mech that was shooting at us. That's really strange. The fact that the bullets were invisible as well is really annoying. What was the code to reset the mechs again? I can't remember. It's been such a long time. One sec, guys. I'm just going to see who's online at the moment. Okay. Oh, it looks like they're going to start working on the whole chat system. So everyone will be able to chat in game. But currently focusing on Steam Deck controller support and the Epic Store. So that's what's going to be happening very shortly. But okay, so let's go to self-hosting and have a little look at it. In the meantime, the mechs will be restarted thanks to my little find right there, and hopefully they can fix that at the same time as getting the other bits done and planned. Okay, so let's get my character back to his little hut, and then we can give self-hosting a try. Okay, so let's have a little look at self-host. So we've got server name, maximum players, open access, password, PVPVE or PvP. So if you don't select PVPVE, it basically automatically becomes PvP. And then you've got the wildlife, the loot, and the nasty reset button. Whatever you do not press that. Whatever you do not press that. Otherwise, you'll have a bugged game, just like offline was. Okay, so let's put this one down as looks like we can't go that far beyond. Okay. Let's go up to, let's say, 10 players. So I've got a fairly decent computer. Allow others to join. Sure. PVPVE. High wildlife, low loot. The only thing is, I don't have another computer that I can go on straight away and then show you guys that that's working or not. But I guess, let's have a look. Server details, server name, 10, population 10, loot low, and apparently those sliders don't work because the wildlife is still low. Okay. Oh, that's weird. I can't go into... That's interesting. Go to server details, go to character, and you can't do the name of the character. Okay, I'll have to clip that later on again as well and give that to the devs. So let's go back. Then we'll have to hit self-host again and then create our character name and so on. Okay, just have to make mental notes of where in the live stream all these problems are happening. Okay, so self-host. You do that again. Okay, play game. Okay. Okay, let's see if we get into the game. Let's hit escape.
Cryo D. Compression initialized. Assessing vitals. Cryo subject status is alive. Cryo D. Compression.
Okay,
complete.
looks like we're self-hosting, so anyone that wants to join can join.
Officer will be with you.
So I didn't set a password. Okay, and once again we're starting at the top. Okay, so let's have a look. Yep, we are quite literally self-hosting. Okay, so with that said, even though that we've done the MMO in the reverse order, I'm going to have to leave the live stream there for the moment, guys. So if you've liked what you've seen so far, please leave a like. If you didn't, please let me know why in the comments below. Also, if you're not subscribed already, please hit the subscribe button to help the channel grow, and the little bell icon and select all to get notified when next video or live stream goes up. Thank you all for watching, and I hope that you guys have enjoyed the live stream and will enjoy future videos and live streams to come.